students. Today we will know about the introduction of the legend of the Northland. It is written by and the poet is Phoebe Cary. So let's start the introduction of the poem. Legend of the Northland is a ballad. A ballad is a poem narrating a story in short stanzas. It means a ballad. A ballad is a combination of many stanzas. Okay. So ballad is such kind of poem which tells a story in short stanzas, and in the poem all the stanzas comprise 4 lines. And you can also see in this poem all stanzas comprise with 4 lines. In total there are 16 stanzas in this poem, and these stanzas will tell us a story. Through these stanzas we will know about the story. Okay. So ballads are a part of folk culture or popular culture and are passed on orally from one generation to the next. Folk culture is a story of any area and is known as ballad. Okay. So through this we will know about ballad. Okay. Folk culture comprises of traditional stories which are passed on from one generation to next generation. It means this one stories related traditional types, okay, and which are passed on from one generation to the next generation. This story is of the Northland area, the area which is near the North Pole. This exact place is not specified, but Northland means the area in the northernmost part of the earth. Okay. Example, i.e. near the North Pole. Legend means a historical story, one which is very old and has been passed on from one generation to another generation to generation. There are many literary devices used in this poem. Like firstly, rhyme scheme has been used in every stanzas like A, B, C, B. Okay, so you will never forget. You should not forget about the rhyming scheme A, B, C, B. And second poetic devices like alliteration, repetition of consonant sound in 2 or more close words in stanza 1, that they then through stanza 2, they, the, TH sound, look like L sound, funny furry F sound, stanza 3, they then TH sound, yet you Y sound, learn lesson L sound, tell T sound. Stanza 5, women watch W sound, then the hearth TH sound. Stanza 6, fan fasting F sound. Stanza 8, still smaller S sound. Stanza 9, took tiny T sound. Stanza 10, sim small S sound is repeating. Stanza 13, build words B sound. And by boring B sound. It means consonant sound is repeating. Okay. And third one, poetic devices like repetition. Any word or sentence is repeated to lay emphasis on it. Stanza 1, away word is repeated, rolled word is repeated. Stanza 16, boring word is repeated. Fourth poetic device is enjambment, running lines of poetry from one to the next without using any kind of punctuation to indicate a stop. That one is known as enjambment. Stanza 1, line 3 and 4. Stanza 2, line 1 and 2. Line 3 and 4. Stanza 3, line 3 and 4. Stanza 4, line 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Stanza 10, line 1, 2 and 3. Stanza 11, line 1 and 2. 5. Simile, comprising using as or like. Stanza 2, the children look like bear's cub. Stanza 9, make it thin as a wafer. Stanza 15, cloths were burnt black as a coal. Now we discuss on the summary of this poem. The poem is a legend about an old lady who angered Saint Peter because of her greed. Greed means avarice. Okay. The story goes on like this. One day, Saint Peter was preaching around the world and reached the door of a cottage where this woman lived. She was making cakes and baking them on a hearth. Saint Peter was fainting with hunger. He asked the lady to give him a piece of cake. The cake that she was baking then appeared to be too big, so she did not give him that and instead she baked another smaller one. That also appeared to be big, so she did not give him that also. The second time she baked yet another smaller cake but found it too big to give away. In the third attempt, she took an extremely little scrap of dough and rolled it flat. She had it as thin as a wafer, but was unable to part with that also. This angered Saint Peter a lot. He said that she was not fit to live in human form and enjoy food and warmth. He cursed her and transformed her into a woodpecker bird who had to bore in hard, dry wood to get scanty food. She can be seen in the trees all day boring and boring for food. So these all are about the introduction, timing scheme and devices, poetic devices, as well as summary of this poem. I hope you understand the poem. Okay. Thank you for watching and listening.